Cole, just talk a little bit about Illinois State. I mean, you got the 9th-ranked team coming in here, and it's Valley Conference play. You know what that all means.
Well, I mean, they're number 9, but I mean, it's not anything unusual. A lot of the teams in the Missouri Valley are ranked, so I mean, it's nothing new to us. So, does the thought process change with you guys as you enter conference play, or is it kind of just build on what was before? I mean, it's a physical conference, so I mean, just play physical. So that's about it.
The stuff that you got at Oklahoma State translates here pretty good, right?
Yeah, definitely. The speed and the physicality definitely steps it up.
Do you feel like maybe you lost some momentum with the bye week because you had that big win and then you kind of had some time off, or not?
Not at all. I think that, I mean, I personally physically feel a lot better coming off the bye week, and I think a lot of our guys do. So I think we feel good.
What did you take from that big win? You guys kind of blow out against a ranked opponent. You guys have a big ranked opponent coming in this week. What do you guys kind of see yourselves right now?
I think we're finally living up to our potential as a team, so that's what it is.
Able to establish the run against Northern Arizona. Could you just speak on that and your ability to really kind of dominate that?
I think as a veteran offensive line, we just took it to them on the we took it to the defensive line, and Jay ran, and all our running backs did what they do. So that's what it is.
For the people at home that don't know the difference, I mean, when you're run blocking as opposed to pass blocking, there's a difference there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Talk a little bit, because it looked like you guys a lot of times are pass blocking, but to be able to get out there and run block a little bit.
Well, run blocking inside is a lot harder than it is on outside, but as a tackle, I mean, pass blocking is probably the number one thing I got to focus on, and I know Turner does on the other side too. So.
Because you're talking about guys flying around the end trying to make
they're a lot faster than us, so we got to be fundamentally sound to catch those guys.
And talk about your adjustment this year. You've kind of been all over the line during your career.
Yeah, I think I played everywhere with center. So, I mean, going from right tackle to left tackle, I mean, it felt a little awkward at first, but I think it feels better now. I've been there.
How important is it to establish the run to try to slow those guys down? Because if they've got to think about the run, they can't come flying around the edge quite as quickly, right?
Yeah, definitely. Because if we establish the run, then those guys that are pass rushing us are a lot slower off the ball because they're more worried about us going at them. So.
And talk about like controlling the pace of the game and the time of possession and all that stuff. You guys can build long drives. It helps the defense too. Gets them a little bit of a breather.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that's a big thing because in years past we've run a lot of tempo, and sometimes that doesn't work out. We go 3 and out, and this year staying on the field, and I mean, it gives our defense a break, gives them a big break to go out and do their job.
Can you compare going into this year's conference as opposed to, let's say, last year? How confident are the guys about going in there and getting some W's in the Valley?
I think this is the best we've felt in a long time. I think we're gonna show some people what we can do.
Have you ever tried to slow down Garbutt?
Yeah, he's fast. I mean, yeah, he's fast and strong, so it's tough. He's a good player.
Good, he's on your team, right?
Oh yeah.
You only see him at practice?
Yeah. Thank God.
Good deal, man. Thanks.
Yeah, appreciate it.
To be honest, I kind of see every team that we play, gray shirt, nameless, faceless opponent. So I really don't give too much lack of respect on any team that we play, regardless of us 2 weeks ago playing a D2 school, going into playing the top 20 last week. Numbers, all that stuff doesn't matter until you're on the field.
3-0 is a good number for them, right?
Yeah.
Well, defensively, what you're looking at their offense, they got a 1-2 running punch at you. Talk a little bit about that and trying to, do they come at you passing as well?
Yeah, I know they got a good receiver, number 11. They got a JUCO quarterback who's pretty accurate. And yeah, they do their running game. They have 2 big guys, about, 220 plus. But, you just run full speed everywhere, and then 11 guys going to one person. It's just, it's going to be hard to stop.
There you go.
So.
Talk about momentum with your week. You had a week off after the big win. Do you feel like you guys have lost anything, or you just kept it going?
Oh, hell no. Nah, nothing's lost. We still got the whole train going, and everybody's head's on straight. So, yeah.
Are you keeping everybody? Who's keeping everybody's head on straight?
I feel like everybody got each other's back. The person on the left or the right of you, somebody slacking down, and they're ready to pick them right back up. So, being here for 4 years, this is definitely the team that's driving on to the right path.
And I asked Cole the same thing. I mean, what's the difference going into the conference this year as opposed to years in the past?
Um,
with you guys, confidence-wise and all that?
well, I guess you kind of answered that, and that is confidence. Usually when we go in, we take some, drastic loss at first, and we usually used to fluctuate with practice. Some days would be good, some days would be bad, and lately, even since all the way from spring, everything's just been more and more consistent, and it just keeps going up. We've never really had a day where we thought it was, a fallback or anything like that. So that's what I think is from really the confidence in our team is just the fact that we just keep on going every single day.
And what's giving you that confidence? You guys have kind of, ever since day one, really, you guys have just been like, okay, this is something different this year. What's different in that, being able to have that confidence?
I would have to say just our team chemistry. We're a lot closer. Let's see, last year compared to this year, we've only had, I want to say probably 30, maybe 35 players from last year that's still on the team this year. So we pretty much have a whole different team. And, I'm a lot more, I have a lot more relationships with other players, and that goes to say for, just about everybody else. It's more like a family over a business kind of thing. So everybody's a brother here. And that's why. Yeah.
How good does it feel to scoop a fumble up and run it in for a touchdown?
It was cool. It was cool, but I mean, the best part is winning. So regardless of that, it wasn't gonna feel good had we lost. So,
Good.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I've heard there's a player on the team that doesn't believe in gravity. Is that you?
Oh my God. Oh man, yeah, I don't believe in gravity.
Explain, please.
We gotta do that another time.
All right.
We gotta do that another time.
All right, I'll change the subject for you too. Some leaders on the defense have stepped up. Talk about Angelo Garvin in particular and what he adds to that core.
He's a straight dog. He runs in left and right, do everything that he needs to do that we need to do for him. And I mean, let's see. Last year he had most tackles on the defense. He's just a straight field general out there.
It's just not right for him, though, to have a single-digit number, right? I mean, he should have like 50-something, 52, 54, some kind of number give him number 8. I mean, that's for you guys in the back, right?
I mean, for us, I say point blank, period. I don't care if we have 0 yards or, on offense and we end up having like a safety. I don't care how much we win.
No, I'm talking about his jersey number.
Oh, his
Is it
jersey?
single-digit? Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were talking about stats.
No. I'm thinking.
I mean, no. If he feels the swag, he got the swag. That's him. He won number 8 at school. 99. I don't give a damn. So,